Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Cupid Parasite. Continuing Raoul's route, I was like, starting? Not really. Obviously we started Raoul's part in the last part, but it was skipping through all the common route stuff for the most part, but we did get right into the nitty-gritty at the very end there, so, we're kind of continuing. You were there. Anyway. Okay, from today it's business as usual. Especially since Parasite House is a wrap. I looked at the Parasite 5 profile sheets now that everyone had left. Looks like Monsieur Essay is suspending his membership as well. Just who is he anyway? Raoul's suspending too. He quit without any prior notice. I doubt he knows what love truly is. Love. I think about his previous roles. He starred in Wild Spider, Hannibal, and Jurassic Pike. Okay, so Wild Spider... One was he was a shark sheriff. That's Jurassic Pike, I'm going to assume. A pike is a fish. But, I would just assume that's the shark punching sheriff. Whatever it was. It wasn't shark punching, but I just imagined there was some shark punching. And, I don't remember the other two. But, shit. Anyway. There you go. But I still want the movie posters. All of those films have something in common. They were action movies with no romance whatsoever. At most, there may be some steamy scenes with the heroine. Still, most of the time his character didn't get the girl. On the other hand, Goddess Upon the Camel Part 2 is a rom-com where he works hard to earn the heroine's love, but doesn't get her in the end, so... I remember there being a lot of buzz because Raoul, traditionally an action movie star, was selected for such a big role. Well, I think it's funny because this is a romance movie and the guy said, okay, you have to be sad because you don't get her type of a thing. But then she's even saying this in the action movies where he doesn't get the girl. There's some steamy scenes, but he doesn't get the girl. Really? What action movie have you ever fucking watched where the main character doesn't fuck the hot chick in the middle of the act and you're like, the world is coming to an end. Why is there a sex scene in this? Does there need to be? No. Can we put our fucking genitals away for a second? I get it if you're a super sexual person, but for someone who's on the borderline ace over here, okay. Look, we play these games and I make lewd comments, but in reality, my brain is a whore and my body is it takes a lot. I don't really... It takes a lot to find the on switch for, my neck down, okay? My brain, though, is I have a very good imagination, but my body's please, actually, don't. Let's not. Hence why, when we play these games, it's hell yeah, let's get the sexy scenes, but no, actually, don't. I don't want to read it. Look. I swear to God, I was twins in the womb, I absorbed my twin, and my twin just happened to be a very, very, very gay man. I know that's not how it works, but I'm just saying... That's where we are. I don't know. My brain and my body are two different people. I don't know how it works that way, but it is. But, so sex in movies, I'm yeah, I don't really need this here. If it's a romantic movie, I understand that. But if I'm watching an action movie, I just want you to keep your clothes on. Please. You can have some romance and oh, now they're going to the bedroom. And I know what's going on, but I don't need all of the... I'm not here for porn. That's separate. Can we not do this? Can we just not? It makes me uncomfortable. I don't know. Because unnecessary. It's unnecessary. So anyway. He's got steamy scenes in the action. When have you watched an action movie where there's not some boinking going on? When have you watched one where there's not? I mean, because, hi. But and at the end... Even the Shia LaBeouf gets the Megan Fox. I'm looking at you, Transformers. Come on. I'm just saying. There's just dust in my face all of a sudden. But so this is really unrealistic. But she's he was an action star and there might have been some steamy shit, but he doesn't get the woman. He doesn't have to be good at romance to get the woman, but that's just bullshit. They always get the girl. And if you look like Raoul, yes, you would absolutely get the girl. But I'm just saying. So, most unrealistic thing in this fucking game. I hope filming is going well for the movie. Narrator voice. But it was not. Gee! Jupiter-looking son of a bitch who has a Mars beard. I'm just saying, you're sus. I love you, but you're sus. She peered at me while tilting his head. Also, I mean, like, it's all the lightning bolts going around. Ah, you know? Doesn't Jupiter/Peter have blue eyes? Color palette seems similar if I remember correctly, but I could be remembering wrong. I could just be trying to add more checks in the Chi is Jupiter column, but I'm just... Look, I got my fucking eye on you, buddy. I gently pat him on the back as I return to my thoughts. A text message. I wonder who it could be. I look at the notification and my eyes went wide with surprise. Raul? I'm not surprised. It's from Raul's agent. I was being asked to provide some relationship guidance with marriage in mind. Okay, I'm more surprised that it's his agent. I shouldn't have been, but... A few hours later, I was meeting with Raul's agent. Is it a woman, his agent, or it's a dude? I don't know. This was the same agent that made a very angry phone call when Raul took off his pants on Parasite House. Hey, that was his own doing, and he also ripped everybody else's pants off, so... I was focused on how not to get yelled at again as I looked over the appointment form the agent filled out. So in other words, you want me to continue providing support to Raul so that he can have a real deal romantic relationship? Exactly. I've heard you're number one for a reason. You've got the highest marriage success rates. That's why I need you. This is to help Raul's romantic acting bloom. Raul is absent from the meeting due to being at the Mythological Society. But romantic acting? So you're basically saying you want him to actually experience the feeling of love, yes? Yes! Raul works best when he has experience to draw on. That's how it's always been. It's his method and how he works best. Understandable. It's hard to act a feeling that you don't understand. You know what I mean? I need you to be sad. I have never felt sadness. It's not going to come across as opposed to someone who's like, hold on. That one time when we were playing that Atome game and we got that ending that was just supposed to be the real ending, but it was mean. God damn it, Seven Scarlet, why? Why would you do that? You know. That wouldn't be the sad moment I would pull from. I would just be like, okay, wait, it's Monday, and it's my normal day. My normal state of affairs is sad. It's pretty much where I live 90% of the time. I'm just very stressed right now. I told you this. I'm very stressed, so, like, I just cry very easily lately. That could explain some shit. Like, anyway. That makes sense. Based on his previous... Oh, that makes sense based on his previous action movie roles. God, I can't... Fuck it. That whole sentence was just gone. There's scenes where Raul leaps great distances or rides on horseback. He's even been lost in the desert. I feel like the Lost in the Desert was the one where he was a shark punching sheriff, just because it makes no fucking sense. I'm lost in the desert, and then I punched a shark in the face. There's something about that doesn't add up, and yet I would still watch that movie. And I'd be like, it's the best fucking movie ever. Look, everybody hates 2012, but I still love that movie. I don't care. That doesn't even look... There was a jet flying through buildings that were crashing and the world was falling apart and Hawaii was... I don't know. It was just really exciting. I liked it. But I've mentioned it before. I love fucking world disaster movies. I don't know why. It's a horrifying prospect if you think about it, but I fucking love it when the world just goes to shit in these movies. Like, I hope I'm one of the first people to go out when this happens, because, like, something like that. But, like, these movies, you're like, yeah! The bigger the scale with the whole world is like, and then everything. Oh my god. The Day After Tomorrow? Fuck. Sign me up for that. Geostorm? I don't care if it was stupid. The movie was so much. You're like, oh, this shit happening. It's great. I don't know. I don't know why. I just love them so fucking much. I think it's my favorite genre of movie. You like action movies? If it's a world disaster movie, fucking sign me up. I'm there. I don't care how stupid it is. I don't care how bad it is. I am into it. Anyway. So, I would really love, but I would also really love to see The Raoul movie where he was lost in the desert and then punched a shark. Because again, I'm just going with that was the movie, and I'm interested. Come to think of it, Raoul is known for not using stunt doubles. Did he really have first-hand experience with all that? In any case, the problem here is Raoul's inability to act out love. Well, utilizing our company's services means that Raoul must work towards an actual marriage. Is that okay with you? And therein lies the rub. Raoul's manager heaves a heavy sigh and leans her face into her hands. Oh, okay, so it's a her. So never mind, okay, we'll fix her voice. I want to avoid any unnecessary scandals. It's way too early in Raoul's career for marriage. I'd rather him just enjoy dating someone on his level. Once he gets experience, he can break up. And that's the most ideal scenario. Here's the thing. Like, I get that Cupid Core is like, okay, it's so we want to find you a long-term relationship. This is not like, hey, swipe whatever. I don't do the thingy with the dating, and then I don't understand. So, like, whatever ways. Is right the good way? Swipe right because they're right, and left if they're like, get the fuck out? I don't know. I don't understand. But anyway. You know, you're like, yeah, hook up, go to cafe, get boned, never talk to him again. Like, you're doing it on your own. This person is like, I am going to find you someone, and we're going to find you the perfect match, right? So, like, so I get the end goal here is marriage, but, like, not everybody stays together. So I feel like we're going down this road where the manager's like, yes, but he can't actually get married, and we're like, oh, that's against everything we stand for. There have got to be couples who you find that are perfect for you. You're like, they're a great match. And then they meet and they're a great match. But like, maybe there's just something that doesn't, I mean, we're really good at our job because we're Cupid. But I'm just saying in a normal real world scenario, right? They'd be like, you know what? It is really great, but maybe it's not the right time or we're in different places in our life. And even though we're a perfect match, it's not going to work. And, you know, whatever. So not everybody stays dating. So, like, I mean, I guess the problem would be, like, you're setting Raoul up with a girl who might enjoy hanging out with him, and then she's thinking it's real, and he's like, all right, good, thanks, bye. And then, like, yeah. I guess that's the problem, but it's like you can't be like, oh my god, we have to get married. Would you stop it? You are being a bad boy today. No, you stop. You can chirp nice to the birdies outside. You do not scream at them. You do not. I will close the window. I will close the window so you do not get to talk to the birdies outside if you're going to make that gross screamy noise. We do not like that noise. It is rude. It is rude. You talk nice. Listen, if the demon bird is over there being quiet and good, you're capable of being good. You don't start your shit. Meanwhile, the tiny evil bird is over there like, I'm not doing shit. I'm just fucking sitting here quiet. Anyway. Yeah. I see. Speaking honestly, no deal. Our members are here with marriage in mind. I refuse to waste their time like this. Okay, so that, I mean, yeah, so it's that point. Like, they're not always going to stay together, but you'd be like, yeah, no, this is really great. It'd be like Melanie, right? Like, oh my god, we had a great date, and then, oh, he just never talked to me again. I'm terribly sorry, but our members are here with a purpose, not to get experience and then just take off. Well, marriage is up to the individual. I have a duty to support them with their future marriage in mind. I guess that's how the cookie crumbles, huh? Looks like Cupid Core is a bust, too. What am I supposed to do? Raoul's career as an actor is in jeopardy. There's no other way. You could take his place, because you're a really good manager, lady. I'm very good at dramatics. If you want over-dramatic. If you want over-dramatic comedic acting, I'm there. Pardon me, but is his romantic acting really that terrible? It's worse than terrible. It's very obvious that his acting is superficial. Viewers will be absolutely disappointed if they see it. But the cast is set in stone now. Raoul's gotta come through. Plus, it'd be horrendous if he was pulled now. Could you just say he, like, broke his leg and can't do the movie, so somebody else has to, and we put a fake cast on him? Would that work? And then she's like, that's genius! I'm just saying. I can help. I can cut out of this. The director is just as worried, too. If he doesn't improve in a month, then the director might replace Raoul. Her voice just went from, like, all over. Well, first she was a dude, and then she was proper. Now she's just dramatic. It is what it is. So I see. I I swear I've done everything I could. I even suggested that he try dating a sillywood actress. But it's no use. Raoul doesn't see women as targets of romance. Plus, he always gets turned down, too. He doesn't see women as targets of romance. I think Raoul might be gay. We're gonna marry the man, so, like, I hope not. That would actually be why I'm attracted to him. Raoul will be the route that we're like, we're just friends. We're bros because he's gay. And now he's dating Gil. Weird. What did we do? But isn't that because of his obsession with mythologies? That's gotta be unattractive. I asked various relationship advisors for individual lessons, but they gave up on him. He's a lost cause in their eyes. Oh, I feel so bad for him. That's why I tried to push him to come to Cupid Core, but in the end he said no one caught his eye. Well, that might be because all the members were pretty turned off by him. Raoul is fucking hot. He's fucking loaded. And they're all just like, you talk too much about mythology, I'm out, bro. That's funny. Because, I mean, serious. I mean, okay, here, they're actually here for a legit relationship. But I just think it's funny that in the entire fucking world, there is no one who's like, all right, you're hot. You're fucking loaded. And all I have to do is tolerate the fact that you're obsessed with mythology? Might get irritating, but you're going to be off traveling, doing movies and stuff, so I have a break. It's just when I'm with you that I have to just... You know, I work a 9-to-5 corporate America job, so I'm used to dealing with bullshit and being like, wow, this is a bunch of, and like bored out of my mind a lot. So like, and you know, just dealing with bullshit. And so I'm pretty sure I can fucking handle this. Like, again, it depends on your weird obsession. If you're like totally fucking obsessed with like flat earth and like conspiracy theories and you're anti-vax and shit, I'm out. I don't want to deal with that kind of crazy. But like obsessed with mythology? I mean, okay, sure. Obsessed with space? I mean, yeah, that's better. Obsessed with, like, sports? Oh, fuck, kill me now. You know, but, like, I don't know. I could handle this as, I'd be like, it's kind of like a job. But I also get to be like, look at my husband. He's beautiful. Kind of stupid. And he doesn't shut the fuck up about mythology, so he's a bit of a nerd. But, like, he's beautiful. And he's rich. So, like, I've done worse. I'm just saying I've done a lot fucking worse, and this would kind of be pretty much an upgrade. So, sign me the fuck up. You know? Anyway. I'm just imagining, okay, like, we know I have, like, my favorite Japanese voice actors, but I'm just imagining, like, Tom Hiddleston. I love him to death. The man's beautiful. And he just seems so charming and wonderful. Right? I mean, you've seen him talk, you're like, oh my God. I think he might make men gay. You know, I'm just saying. But I'm just imagining him having some weird fucking obsession like this and me being like, you know, yeah, no, I'm okay with it. I'll suffer. I will suffer through this. And like Ron Weasley read Harry Potter's tea leaves, you're gonna suffer, but you'll be happy. Exactly. Thank you. That's it. Sign me up. Where do I apply? Thanks. Just saying. Maybe that's why Tom Hiddleston's single right now, for the moment. Who knows? But not married, anyway. I'm just saying, because maybe he's got a weird fucking mythology obsession, and everyone's just like, I can't handle it! And then they leave, and I'll be like, I have nothing better to do. I'm just gonna need a little bit of time to myself to play my games and do my stuff, and then when you're not off doing your acty thingies, I'll just tune out. It's fine. I'll just be on my playing Tears of Themis on my phone. I'm like, yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, honey, that's great. Wow, really? No. Could you know what? Tell me more about that. Keep, dating my, I'm just saying. I will fucking suffer happily for that. So Tom, call me if you've got a weird obsession and that's why you can't find a date. I'm just saying. Because I don't know many people who would be like, pick your favorite celebrity who you were like, oh my God, I just love them so much. And put a weird obsession on them that's tolerable to you, that you're like, okay, yeah, no, huh. And then you'd be like, no? People are on crack. Jesus. Okay, anyway, moving on. But Cuban Core is where he managed to stay for the longest. Wow, really? He was here for like a couple months. I think he was happy to finally be able to talk someone's ear off about myths. Yes, really. Which is why you're the only person I can count on here. Please, I don't care how, but teach Raul how to love. I like making manager dramatic. What? She suddenly grabs me by the shoulders and presses her face incredibly close to mine. I can see the desperation in her eyes. Raul said you're the Cupid of love. You're the only one who can fix him. Pardon me. It's true that I'm the real deal Cupid, though it's a secret. Knowing Raul called me that hits too close to home. He took your teachings on love to heart. Raul might not have internalized them all the way, but that's progress, right? This woman is desperate. You're Cuban Core's best bridal advisor. You may even be the best in Lost York. You know love like the back of your hand. If anyone knows how love affects people, it's you. Maybe if you examine Raul's acting, you can figure things out. I love doing old lady voice, but I also love doing over-dramatic manager lady. I'd like to become a voice actor, please. If you need over-dramatic manager in desperation, over-dramatic desperation voice, I got you. And if you want granny voice, I got you. I mean, I might be a two-trick pony, but like, hey, I got 2 tricks instead of 1. I'm doubling the tricks. All I'm saying. I don't have a broad range here, but I'm pretty...
Oh my god, or if you want, like, the Valley girl that does this, I can do that too.
I got 3. I got 3 really decent tracks. So, I mean, I'm here for you. Total good at I'll do side character. That's fine. It's fine. I've got it. Call me. Email me. Something. I don't know. This whole entire episode is basically just like my fucking resume. Here's my voice acting resume. Tom Hiddleston, if you're looking for someone to marry because you're obsessed with something weird and everybody keeps turning you down, like, I'm just fine, call me. Like, anyway. Pardon me, but please calm down. Yes, that's it! You, Lost York's top bridal advisor, are the only one capable of teaching Raul. He's going to have another rehearsal next week. I'll pay anything for you to come. Raul's future depends on you! It's like the never-ending story. What? I have to save the whole realm? Oh my god, please stop already! I understand! She was shaking me like a rag doll. I felt dizzy while attempting to calm her with my response. Really? You'll really do it? I can't and won't make any promises, but I'll at least try. Please just let me go. This scene was fun. I like it. And that was what happened. Afterwards, I talked with my manager. Our conversation was relayed to the president and the advertising agency as well. You're like, I only remember a part of the conversation because my brain is scrambled. Oh, wow, stellar. Cuban Core's top-tier advisor gives advice to hit Sillywood actor. That's great advertising for us. Goddess Upon the Camel Part 2 is a rom-com, so we can link that in, too. We can even offer Raul up for your ads as well. Even better. Let's link up at a later date. Shelby, are you good with that? Indeed. And that sounds like an excellent deal for us as well. Since the Parasite 5 left, your promotion has been up in the air, so it'll all come down to this. That's rude, Shelby. Rude. After everything, I mean, we weren't pretending to be your wife in this, but like, all the work I did, and now my promotion's up in the air. Wow! I thought you were nicer than that, Shelby. You seem kind of like a douche right now. Oh, well then... And you'll become an on-site advisor. If you can improve Raul's love-related acting, your promotion is assured. How does that sound? Oh, I'm never gonna get promoted! That sounds like a plan! I'll do it, because I have no other choice! I'm gonna go home and cry now. That promotion had been a thing of the past, but now it's back again. This time I'll show up, Dad, for sure! So I was sent off as an on-site advisor on behalf of Cupid Core. My job was to work directly in Raoul's place of work and train him in order to improve his acting. My job could be worse. I mean, seems interesting enough. Love is like a spin class. What? Today I entered a Sillywood studio for the first time. My name's Spacey Mirror. I'm here on behalf of Cupid Core to serve as an on-site advisor. The agent escorted me to the rehearsal space where I introduced myself to the movie director. Now I'll be on-site as a member. My role is to help improve Raoul's romantic acting. I'm pleased to meet you all. I look forward to working with you. They're all like, yeah, Raoul needs help. I mean, I guess it's not a secret, but... Oh, well, thank God you're here. I'll leave Raoul in your care, miss. Thank you for your trust in me. He's like, I was really just desperate, so... You could literally have been any random person, i.e. me, off the street, and it probably would have been better than nothing. Not her, I mean like Mimi, for real. I shook hands with the director. Far away, Raoul's eyes lit up when he saw me. Wait, Spacey? Raoul, long time no see. How are you? I'll do my best to help you improve your acting when it comes to love. Oh, wow, seriously? Thanks. I love him, he's so beautiful. Raoul leaps toward me for a hug with an innocent smile. He's quite tall, so his embrace is a bit suffocating. This hug feels like when Auntie hugs me after it's been a while since we've seen each other. That is to say, there's not a lick of romance in this hug. Immediately, I can understand how Raoul has trouble conveying romance in his acting. I mean, here's the thing. There's no romance in this hug. Did you want there to be? I mean, I get it. She's here to help him figure out his romance and his act, but, like, there is no romance in this hug. Yeah, well, I'd hope when my friends hug me, there's no romance. It's weird. I would also hope that when he hugs you, he's not like, romance. Like, that's a little weird and creepy. Bro, we're not there yet. Like, I'm just saying. I get the point as her being, there's no romance in this hug, so at some point, like, there seems to be romance in this hug. There seems to be some romance mixed into my hug. What? That's going to be the point later, but... Come on, Raoul. This is already a bad hug from the start. I push at him from his shoulders and look at his face. First things first, you should only hug someone that you actually like. That's step number 1 for improving your acting. You can hug people. Okay, not a random stranger. Hey, thanks, hugs! No. But, like, we're friends. We can hug. It's okay. Well, we're not really friends, but, like, whatever. We lived in the same house. We're in Parasite. I think we're close enough. We could probably hug and get away with it. Isn't that kind of, I don't know, prudish? Hugging people is normal, you know? I kind of agree with him, depending. There are some people that are absolute huggers, like, hi, nice to meet you, and they hug, and you're like, this is weird. I don't know you. And then there is, oh my god, I know we've known each other for 5 years, but we're not at hugging yet. That's the other, like, kind of in the middle. And, like, if somebody's like, oh, hey, oh my god, hi, nice to meet you, and they hug me, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we're hugging, and it's weird, but I'm okay. Like, I understand some people are just huggers. I had a friend like that. So, well. Oh, Caroline, stunning as always, especially today. Hello there. Let's make today a good one. Caroline Art. We're supposed to be Arte. I'm just gonna go with Art. The director and lead actress were hugging right next to me. I guess Raoul's right. Hugs really are commonplace here. That said, this is only gonna make things more difficult. See what I mean? Well, forget that. Raoul, you want to focus on your romantic acting, right? Yep, sure do. Especially since I had to do retakes on everything. He smiles as if completely unconcerned with his words. No wonder his agent was so desperate, especially because everybody else is like, I did really good. That was the best acting. It was Oscar-worthy. And we have to redo it because of Raoul? I can't do that again. It's a once-in-a-lifetime. Like, then please practice what I teach. I am your personal Cupid of love, after all. I'll instruct you in the ways of love, and you'll take interest. Understood? You got it. I'm looking forward to your teachings. Raoul flashes another bright smile and hugs me again. He really likes to get hands-on and is so touchy-feely. To him, there's no personal space. I guess that's because Raoul has been a Sillywood actor for a long time now. Topic change. There's something I wanted to show you. It's a monster relic fossilized by Medusa. Got it from a shop on 5th Ave. This looks like a chunk of rock. Doesn't this part look like scales? I'm almost certain that this was part of the monster Medusa and Perseus slew. Raoul's eyes lit up as he started monologuing about the heroic epic of Perseus. As always, the obsessed Parasite is still deep in his obsession. I can't believe this is who I have to teach about love. You know what? You should start there. Raoul, you know how much you love mythology. You know how it makes you excited. And there's an intensity in how you feel about it, and you just want to tell someone about it. It's like, yeah, I want you to channel that and just pretend that the woman that you're talking to is a goddess. I don't know, it might work. It's a place to start. I definitely say I have my work cut out for me. Love is like a spin class, exhausting and sweaty, and even though you're spinning and spinning and spinning, your bike gets nowhere. Fun. And it doesn't help that they're starting practice right away. All right, is everyone ready? I don't know, director's voices, whatever. Ready! Wow, they use an authentic set, even during practice. I'm really starting to get nervous now. The cameras aren't set, and the actor's makeup isn't done, but standing on a real set makes things feel much more serious. I thumbed through the script I was given while watching Raoul. Let's start with scene 5. It's a critical part of the movie where you and her start to nitpick at each other. And action! Although, why are we on the frickin' prom dance set? How do I read this? Because he's acting. I feel like instead of being like, I'm gonna act, I want to have a big, happy family with you, Mia. Like, would he pull a Batman thing and he's like, I want to have a big, happy family with you, Mia. I dream of a home with white walls, a red roof, a big yard. No. Cut. Raoul, get it together. This is a serious scene. You're smiling too much. You look like you could be rejected. And this is where you make her choose between work and being with you. You need more emotion. Look a bit more worried. Like right now, that's great. Sorry, I'll fix it next take. The director sighed, his face showing mixed feelings at Raoul's apology. He's like, that's what he said the last 37 times. He's obviously feeling irritated that Raoul can't portray a man in love. We're just getting started for the day. Let's move past this and go to the next scene. Places and action. Who are you? Is this supposed to be someone else? See, I don't like that. Like, ha! I was listening in on your conversation! You have that design draft right. Hand it over now! No, I'll protect her work no matter what. You'll have to go through me if you want that draft. Amazing! Raoul Aconite truly is a high-class actor. His action scenes are some of the best to date. His portrayal of anger felt believable. While he wasn't truly punching the actors, I could feel the impact of his fist. Feels as if he's delivering the perfect action sequence to make up for his weakness earlier in trying to portray love. I still can see why his agent would be so mortified, though. Same for the director, too. I can see the director following the scene and nodding his approval. His tense expression is relaxed as well. This performance, this skill, is why I'm sure they didn't want to recast someone else for Raoul's role. I feel like I have the weight of every Sillywood fan on my shoulders. I really wonder if I can teach someone like Raoul the gist of how to portray love. I don't know if I can, but what I do know is that I'm good at making others fall in love. If I can make Raoul Aconite fall in love, then his romantic acting should improve as well. Maybe it's best to help Raoul genuinely fall in love. I was thinking of how to go about things while jotting down notes about this practice run. A few hours later, Raoul came over to me since everyone was taking a break. Great work, Raoul. Thanks. How'd you like my performance? Figure out a good way to help me do something about my acting? I looked down at my notes from the practice run. You suck at romance scenes. He's like, yeah. I think I know how to go about things. There's something I want to ask you. there's something I want to ask you. Yeah, okay. Be honest with me. You've never actually fallen in love, right? Nope. I've yearned to see the gods, though. If only I could be as blessed with fortune of their love even once in my lifetime. Only I could be blessed with the fortune of their love. Okay. Well, one's standing in front of you, though I'm not sure about blessing you with my love. Ahem. Well, anyway, I can see that you've had no experience with love. So, with that in mind, I think it's best that you actually experience love firsthand, which means you need to fall in love. You know, someone who's never been injured will never know the pain of a broken bone. It's the same with love and romance, although I really hope that if I were going to act in a movie and they wanted me to play a character with a broken leg, they wouldn't actually make me break my motherfucking leg to be able to experience that. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I feel like that might be easier to learn with. Please don't actually break my fucking leg to explain pain to me. I get cramps. That's good enough. I've pulled out my back. I don't know if I could channel that, but like, still, please do not break my fucking kneecaps to make me understand the pain of breaking my kneecaps. So I won't get it until I get it, right? I guess that makes sense. It's kind of like if I didn't actually fight a shark in the ocean, I wouldn't have been able to play the part in 80 Jones. No. The punching a shark was in the desert one. Just really, you know what, in 80 Jones, because, you know, I'm assuming it's supposed to be Indiana Jones, you had to cross the desert and then you fought a shark in the ocean in the middle of the desert. It was a weird ocean in the middle of it. We were in a weird place and there was an ocean there. Probably all a mirage, but shh. Wait, come again? Love, huh? I wonder if I can ever understand it. You're like, go back to the punching a shark. Well, for starters, it's probably easier to fall in love more than it is to fight a shark. Not if you're Raoul, apparently. It seems that to Raoul, the difficulty level for tackling sharks and falling in love are wildly reversed. So is there anyone who's caught your eye recently? You, I guess. Raoul smiles pleasantly while tapping my collarbone. That overly friendly gesture made me heave a sigh. That's just because you want to talk to me more about mythology, don't you? Well, ever since we got separated that time, I've had a lot of regrets. Plus, I couldn't do that movie screening with you. I couldn't do that movie screening with you. You don't scold me when I want to talk about mythology. You're the first girl who's willing to listen to me talk about this stuff. See? That's why you can't fall in love. Nobody's willing to... Again, I'm just saying. Tom, ring, call me up if you're obsessed with mythology or like outer space or some shit, and it's something I can tolerate listening to for the rest of my life. I would absolutely marry you. There has got to be someone who's like, I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, done far worse. Probably not going to do, but you know what? It's kind of like a business arrangement, but I'll still adore you and think you're one of, look at my beautiful, wonderful husband. He's amazing. Don't talk about fucking mythology. We'll fucking break your goddamn kneecap. Isn't he right? Yes, I know. In the car ride on the way home, you're going to talk to me about mythology because you've been holding it in for hours, and that's fine. But not right now. It's like my dream life. Anyway. You've been on my mind ever since that movie. I can't help but get excited about the thought of talking to you, too. Hey, is this love? It will be, but no. No, it's not. I promise you it's not. That's just elation because you found someone with similar hobbies as you. I firmly poke Raoul's pecs with my index finger. Ow, that hurts. I'm just kidding. Don't mistake elation for romantic love. Love is much more complex and far more intricate at times. You got it? I guess I've never experienced love then if it's that complex of an emotion. He's like, I don't understand complex things. I'm not very bright. I mean, you're bright. You're just not smart. Like, he's bright, like glowing. Like, oh my god, my eyes. Raoul looks quite dejected now. I guess he's a bit too self-aware of his lack of romantic love. Love, huh? Sounds like a pain in the butt, honestly. I'd have more fun polishing a statue of Venus than falling in love. That's not true at all. Love is a wonderful thing. It can bring happiness to anyone's heart. Of course, I have no right to say that, seeing as how I've never fallen in love myself. But still, I have a job to do as the real deal Cupid. Otherwise, what's the point of my duties in existence? Don't worry about falling in love immediately. I'll observe your habits daily, and we'll find someone who suits you well. Someone I can fall in love with? Is there even someone out there like that? Yeah, I'm right here. But she doesn't know that yet either. I'm sure there is. As long as the Cupid of love doesn't miss her shot, you'll find the one for you. That sounds like a plan. Oh yeah, can you come with me to the party today? What party? The party! There'll be loads of Sillywood actors. Maybe you could do your matchmaking magic there. You know, find me someone I can fall in love with and all that. This is gonna be difficult. We're at Envy. Where's Mars? Wow, there's Emma Winston and Penelope Rollins. Oh my god, Benedict Nicholson and Christian Christensen! So cool. The party Raoul took me to was a star-studded event with some of Sillywood's best actors and actresses. Many of them have starred in movies I've seen. It's exciting to think about them all acting in one big film together. Raoul swept me around the room, greeting each person there. I was enthralled by just being in the presence of so many famous people. Can I get you a drink? Mind if I just order whatever for you? Huh? Sure. Barkeep, 2 of the usual. Thanks. Cosmopolitan then. One moment. Oh, he drinks fancy drinks. So do you come here often, Raoul? Raoul looked very comfortable here. He even rested his elbows on the bar top while nodding in response. I can't go just anywhere, you know, so I just end up coming here all the time if I want to go out. The bar where Mars hangs out and, is brainwashing Owen. Oh, right. If a Sillywood actor as big as him walked into a random bar, there'd be a huge commotion. While I was mulling that thought over, a cute, bright red cocktail was placed in front of me. Wow, what a lovely color. What is this again? It's a Cosmopolitan, or a Cosmo. It's got fresh lime, cranberry juice, Cointreau, and vodka. It's Cointreau, right? I think that's what I said. I forgot. It's easy to drink, so I thought you might like it the best. Well, thank you. I take a small sip and the tangy, sharp flavor of the drink settles in my mouth. I couldn't help but smile. Probably a little bit easier to drink than an actual martini, but it's served in a martini glass so you feel special. You're like, can I get a vodka cranberry in a martini glass so I look special? That's the easiest thing to drink. It's delicious! Between the Cosmo and the Sillywood actors, I felt like I'm getting drunk on the extraordinary atmosphere. Look around, my Cupid. Is he anyone that might be the right person for me? As soon as Raoul asked me that, I immediately sobered up. That's right. I'm not here to party. I'm here as his advisor. Well, let me take a look. Hey, Raoul! Emma Winston sauntered up to us and placed a long, slender finger on Raoul's upper arm. Just a finger. Hey, Raoul. Stroking him. Hey, Emma! Wow, it's really her, in the flesh. Emma Winston is a great actress. She got famous for her role as the lead and princess in Shaughnessy Holiday. Lead and princess in Shaughnessy Holiday. Her adorable, innocent manner got her popular. However, she is rumored to be dating Sillywood actor Charles B. Wow, she's even more stunning in person. I couldn't help but be enthralled by her. Then Emma took out a cigarette and rested it between her beautiful lips and lit it. Yeah, I couldn't be enthralled by her, and then she lit a cigarette, and I was like, oh, well, there you go. Oh, wow, that's unexpected. Who knew someone so beautiful smokes? Well, let's get the pleasantries, Raoul. Want to come back to my place? Huh? Tonight? I'm not so sure. By the way, where's Charles? Charles? Come on, Raoul. Don't tell me you're caught up in that trashy gossip. I like how she's like, hey, wanna get fucked? And he's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, good for you, Raoul, but also now it's like, you've never been in love, but how many of the women in this room have you actually had sex with, Raoul? Like, all of them? Wow. Okay. That's your problem. They're like, we don't want to date him because he talks about mythology, but he's good in bed because he's kind of stupid. Like, I guess apparently the himbos are the, like... Not all of them, but I guess Raoul's the himbo that's, you know, pretty sex savvy. Okay. Slightly uncomfortable now. Like I said, Emma Winston is famous for her adorable, innocent manner. There's nothing between Charles and I. He's way too short and he has a hair trigger in bed. Ugh, no thank you. Emma had been rumored to be dating Charles B. Charles might have a nice face, but his technique is nowhere to be found. I'm into men who know how to handle a woman in bed. This is the most awkward conversation we're third wheeling. Emma Winston giggles and runs her finger down to Raoul's pecs. I almost knocked my cocktail over. What? Are you doing some sort of secret affair? Oh, I guess they let anyone into these parties now, huh? Didn't know rats were in attendance. Wow, I'm kind of glad we did this route after Ryuki's because she's the one like, oh, Ryuki designed me a dress. And we're like, oh my god, that's great. Now we're like, wow, what a fucking whore. And not because you're sleeping with Raoul, just because you're a fucking bitch. She's my advisor. Oh, cute little advisor you got there. What kind of advice does she have for you? Not to sleep with whores. Don't stick your dick in dirt. This girl's a whore. Don't stick your dick in it. We would never say anything like that, but I would. Emma exhales a puff of smoke, and I started to cough. Sillywood actresses have plenty of friends with benefits, my dear little rat. You can't debut if you're all about being pure. Wow. Ouch. That's kind of like that. Emma, I think you should just think about what you just said and realize that that's just not how things should be. I mean, if you want to sleep around because you enjoy, like, sex, that's fine. But you shouldn't be like, in order to get ahead of my career, I have to sleep with people. Because that's just fucking wrong. That's wrong. But I'm not a Sillywood actress. I'm his advisor. I wanted to scream that, but I couldn't do that in front of such a big-name actress. Emma dropped her cigarette into an ashtray and moved away from Raoul while I was freezing up. Well, if you're already taken, Raoul, then I'll just snag Kenny. Have fun slumming it. I like how she says that, but Raoul's like, hey, Spacey's cool. He hasn't said that yet, but, he's kind of thinking of it in his head. He might not say anything, but... Emma Winston waves a cheeky goodbye while walking away. Her heels loudly click on the floor. Even when walking away, she's got a perfect red carpet look down to her slender figure. She's a Sillywood actress to the core. But in actuality, Emma's very different from how she looks on the silver screen. That innocent princess image is just an act. Ugh, are all Sillywood actresses like this? Feels like I've seen something I never should have. Kinda wish I could scrub my memory of the real Emma. But it's time to put her out of mind. I have to deal with Raoul now. His answers to Emma were so curt. He must be used to her. And see, that's the kind of thing. Like, you, oh my god, I love this actress. They're so great and amazing. And then you find out they're actually, like, fucking asshole. And then you're like, it's kind of ruined. Like, so it kind of sucks that you can't just like, I like them for who they actually are as a person. You like them for what you think they are. Like this, oh, Emma, she's so sweet and innocent. She seems so nice. And everyone's like, oh, she's so great. And then you find out what she really is. And you're like, oh, yeah, no, I hate her. I mean, I might still like her movies, but she's kind of a cunt. Like... But it's also got to be hard if you're the celebrity and you're like, everyone thinks I'm nice, sweet, innocent, and pure, and I'm a virgin. But, like, I'm absolutely not. You know what I mean? Like, you get this, like, reputation, and you're like, that's not who I am, but now I have to live up to that? I don't want to. It's kind of wrong. But... Pardon me, Raoul, but do you usually... Hey, Raoul, it's a beautiful night tonight. How about we spend it together? Wow, Raoul's kind of a whore. He's a himbo whore. Oh my god, Penelope Rollins is like this too? Hey, Penelope. Thanks, but I think I'll pass today. Oh, well, that's a letdown. I'll try again next time. Hey, Raoul, I got a new mattress that needs breaking in. Wanna help? Jeez, Natalie Dean too? Thanks for the invite. I'll be waiting for you to call. All right, then. Sounds like a plan. We're like Raoul, you are never going to learn about love if you're just being a whore all the time. I mean, if you want to just be a whore all the time, that's fine. Really shouldn't call you a whore then. You know what I mean? Like, look, if you want to, like, that's fine. That's your deal. But, like, you're gonna, definitely not gonna find out about love when you're just a sex machine. I think you need to simmer down. Like, Emma Winston of Shaughnessy and Holiday fame, Penelope Rollins, who starred in Cutie Black, Natalie Dean, starlet of Hannibal. All three of these women are actresses in my favorite movies, and they're all propositioning Raoul for a night together. Oh, where were we? Oh yeah, we were talking about all the times where the omnipotent god Zeus made love. No, we weren't. No. I'm talking about all the times you made love, and really all the times you slept with someone. What the heck, Raoul? Are you sleeping around so willy-nilly with all these actresses? Sounds like we just caught her husband cheating. We're like, are you really sticking it to everyone? What the fuck? What? It's not casual. They're all coworkers and colleagues that are close to me. I sleep with them because I care about them. Oh god, you really are fucking stupid. You should be rejecting their advances if you're doing it to be nice. It's insincere to accept like this. You're doing it to be nice. Oh my god, he might be the dumbest fucking himbo we've ever come across. Why are you so stupid? It's not like, yeah, I just like sex. He's like, well, they asked me, so I felt like I would be nice. They were like, I have some plumbing I need fixed. What the fuck? This is not being like, well, she asked me for a ride, and I was like, it was out of my way, but like I said, yes. Okay, I mean, you're being a little too nice. This is like you are having sex with him to be nice. It's not. That's not. Oh, I love him so much. He's so dumb. Oh, he's so dumb. It hurts. Oh my god. But that's just how it is in Sillywood. Raoul looks a bit confused. It's like he doesn't understand that what he's doing might not be in everyone's best interest. Really and George all tell me that Sillywood actors should sleep around to get the acting experience. Ridley and George? Wait, don't tell me you mean the world-famous Ridley Scotch and George Lupus. Ding, ding, ding! You'd be right. How'd you guess that? Because I know all of the directors of the movies you've appeared in. Plus, the only Ridley and George that have relations with Raoul are those two very famous directors. Seems that by Sillywood standards, Raoul isn't doing anything unusual. However, as the real deal Cupid, I have to admit that this is quite shocking and scandalous too. Honestly, I don't feel one way or another about sleeping around, but if you say it's bad, then I'll reject them next time. This is the worst part. It's not even like, but I enjoy having sex with hot ladies. And that's why I do it. It's more like, they told me I should, so I do. Do you enjoy it? No, I mean, I really don't care. But are you sure you're not gay, Raoul? Are you sure you're not gay? I feel like you're just like, I mean, like, they told me I'm maybe, like, bisexual, but you're, like, slightly leaning. You're like, I find men more attractive, but they told me I should sleep with hot chicks, so, like, alright. Raoul, what the fuck? Oh. In a way, I wouldn't say he's too pure for this world, but, I mean, he's really not. He's a very, very dirty boy, isn't he? But, like, his soul is too pure for that. Like, you are just too, like, you're too naive for this. Like, oh, honey. Oh, honey. Oh. Don't do it just because I tell you. I just want you to consider why you want to do this. I slammed my hand palm down on the bar top. Gah, now I see why your romantic acting is so bad. You don't understand romance at all. All you have are these casual hookups. Casually sleeping around. In terms of the color wheel theory of love, this would be ludus. Raoul, if you want to find love, you need to stop playing games immediately. Sure, I guess. But I'm kind of curious about why you think it's bad. What? Because I'm using common sense! As far as I know, this is just how things are in Sillywood. It's just sex. He has a point. Raoul's world is so different from mine. I'm a visitor in the splendor of Sillywood. This is his home. After all, I was told by a Sillywood actress that I would never debut if I didn't do the same. In Raoul's case, he's been an actor for a long time. That's why he insists that this casual manner is common. Okay, just because everyone's like, everybody's doing it, doesn't mean you... Okay, listen, Raoul, if everybody was jumping off a bridge, would you? What, maybe? Oh, fuck, smack him in the face. Did your mother never teach you shit? You don't just do things because everyone else is doing it, you idiot. Oh, you're too stupid for this. It's not my right to force him to change like this. I still lack so much knowledge about Sillywood. Perhaps it's not good for me to put down what's commonplace for you. But Raoul, you said you wanted to understand what love feels like, right? Yep, I need to in order to do my best in my current role. Then let me speak as your advisor. You're behaving like someone who's in love, but you're not actually in love. If you want to understand romantic love, then listen to me as your Cupid of love. Please show some sincerity in your actions. Well, I think I'm being pretty sincere if I'm being honest. You're like, do you want to have sex right now in the bar, Raoul? Is that what you want? No, see, this is what I'm talking about. Raoul doesn't look fazed as he took another sip of his Cosmopolitan. He's just, sweetie, it's going to take a long time. He's got a very thick head. He's stupid. I love him. He's so dumb. Then he ordered another drink with a smile. I'm facing them as who I am in my own way. I've never thought of sleeping with them as a game. But you're not in love, right? I mean, he's coming from the, like, she's on the, like, you shouldn't sleep with someone if you're not in love with them. And he's like, I mean, it's just sex. But he's also like, I mean, it's just sex. And they ask me, so I figure, why not? They need a dick to ride, and I'm like, all right, I guess I can help you out. And like, do you actually want to have sex with him? I mean, like, I don't care either way. That's where you're wrong, Raoul. If you're like, fuck yes. If he's like, yeah, this hot chick came up to me, and I was like, all right, sounds like a plan. Like, it's not a game, but it's also like he's just doing it because they ask. It's not like someone comes up, hey, you have a cigarette? And you're like, yeah, sure, I got one. Or you got a light or something. It's like, can I have your dick for the night? Yeah, I guess. Like, they're not asking you to borrow a cigarette or $20. Like, Raoul, if every single person came up to you and asked for $20 million, would you give it to them? Well, I'd be broke real fast. Yeah, I'm just saying. But you realize there's a thought process behind it. There's like benefit, pros and cons. Are you getting anything out of having sex with them? Yes, I love it. Okay, then that's your thing. Not really? It's not the right answer. Not at all. I didn't even consider needing to be in love. In fact, I still don't think I need to be in love. Even after all you've said, I just thought, oh, okay to myself. And like, you've never been in love either, right? What? That's private information. So that's a no. You're just making an assumption with no experience. But sex isn't special. It's just sex. Okay, yes. Sex isn't always special. It's just sex. But sometimes it's better when it's special. Two different schools of thought. It's only good if it's special. I enjoy it, but it's better when it's special. Or I really don't give a shit. I'll stick it in whoever. And Raoul's just in the he doesn't give a crap, he'll stick it in whoever. Oh. It's the same in a lot of different mythologies. For example, Aphrodite and Ares have relations all the time. Oh. He's talking about Aphrodite, meaning Venus, meaning Mars, meaning my mom and dad. Ew! Those types of stories are plentiful when it comes to myths. It's not as taboo as people think, which is why I don't understand. And that's a fine philosophy, but again, when asked, are you enjoying it? It's not like, I mean, yeah, but like, I don't really care one way or the other. It's because they asked me to. It's not like you're like, yeah, Emma's hot. Have fun with her. I mean, and that's fine, but his just thought process on it is like, it's just sex. I'll just have sex because people ask me. So if Bob over there came over, yeah, sure, why not? Like, I'm doing them a favor. Like, Raoul, you're kind of on the track of people who were like, casual sex is fun, but also you're just doing it because people ask you to, which is... It's not... Sweetie! Oh, baby. No, honey, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Humanity only decided it was wrong until 1,000 years ago. If you like myths, it feels like they added in the morals. Mom, Dad, I hope you can hear this. This poor human is taking the wrong path because of the both of you. I put the blame for Raul's morals about sex fully on my parents and Celestia, but I refuse to back down from making a point. Mars and Venus were hung for their actions. I still think that the moral here is that having relations like that is bad. I think I chose a bad example. Let's consider Zeus and Apollon, or Jupiter and Apollo if I use the English names, right? I can't argue against that. Honestly, I'm not a fan of Lord Jupiter and Lord Apollo at all. Oh, hi, what? Those two really like to spread their godly oats everywhere. We went from the innocent people, the first three, and then the last three are going to be the man-horse. Because Raul's just out here throwing his dick to everybody who asks for it. And he's not wrong. Hey, it's just sex. That's cool if that's what you're into. But he's doing it for the wrong reason. He's a little off base on that. And then there's going to be Alan who's like, I just enjoy having sex with other people in their dreams, but only if they're taken. Okay, also questionable, but like, sure. And then you have fucking Jupiter who's just like, I just like to fuck. Which is probably like, okay, at least he knows why he's doing what he's doing. Alan kind of knows why he's doing what he's doing, even though it's a little fucking weird because he's taking married women or dating women, you know what I mean? And then Raul's over here like, I don't know, I just do. People can have sex if they want to have sex. Uh-huh. Why are you doing it? I don't know. Oh, God. Oh, this poor boy. So, sleeping around isn't something extraordinary. Like I said, it's just sex. But I freeze up, not knowing how to reply. I'm rejecting his ideals based on my own sensibilities, but Raul's doing the same. Plus, this is normal for him. Because it's Raul's norm, I can't just shut him down by saying, because I said so. That's childish of me. I'm here because I wanted to show Dad that humans are capable too. His sense of humanity goes against mine. So I get it. Values vary from person to person and God to God. Nothing is ever set in stone. I think you'll understand my perspective if you approach things differently. It's like a trial at a gym, you know? There's an analogy. I'm like, oh, boy. So it's like a trial at a gym, so I go to a different gym every night, and like... That's really all this is to you? Yep. Is it really as simple as that? The common sense Gil instilled in me over the last 6 years is telling me otherwise. Gil raised me when I first came to the human realm. That makes our relationship really weird. He taught me never to sleep around so casually. But at the same time, Clara spends her nights with a different man every day of the week, and she's not bad. Gil told you not to sleep around because he didn't want anyone else touching you. So technically, Gil is wrong for... He should be like, look, you don't... If you are interested in sleeping with a different person every night, that's something for you to decide what works for you, but do not feel that you have to just because someone tells you that, or everyone else is doing it, like Raul. Everyone else is doing it! But that's not a good... If you're like Clarice, I just like fucking. You do you, girlfriend! Gil is like, don't let anyone ever touch you, because he wanted you. So his reason for telling you to keep it zipped, not exactly right either. You know, you have to find the balance for yourself. But Raul is definitely just having sex with everybody because that's what everybody does. Yes, his logic on it's just sex, valid. And it might be valid for him. But it's also, it's just sex and everybody else is doing it. Oh, again. Oh, honey, stop. Like, sometimes I even see the men she brings back home. Wait, if I consider that, then it's 2 versus 1 right now. While I was lost in thought, Raul grabbed my arm and pulled me close. How about this? I'll teach you my perspective. Whoa, okay. Huh? And come back to my place. I'll give you some experience. And if you still feel the same, then you can explain why. Are we going back to his place? And just like that, I casually came home with Raoul to spend the night in his bed. I'm leaving it here. We were over, but it's like, and then I just kind of, I mean, we could have stopped with the and then part, but we just had to leave it there. And then I don't think we're gonna have sex with Raoul. His place is fucking amazing, and there is no way you can take a shower in that fucking shower without everybody downstairs seeing you. But I'm assuming it's just not meant to. But like that shower is on the pole right there up at the top, and it is like, is that the bathroom? I thought that was the bed. Maybe that's a bathtub. Like, there is no privacy in that shower. Like, oh my god. Okay. Wow. Anyway, I will see you guys next time and we'll see what happens here. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.